going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everyone who support the platform. Much love, much love, much love. If you are here, you're in the building. Please drop a one in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Please drop a one in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly so we can start Friday's show. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Drop a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. Okay. I see some ones. Okay, I'm glad you guys can hear me. Salute to everyone that's in the building right now. Salute. And of course, we are back right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm y'all host, DS1 Ross. Of course, man, I appreciate all the love and the support. Salute to everyone that's in the building. Salute. Got another great show lined up for you guys today. Shout out to everyone that's in the building, man. Shout out to all the lovely lady mods. Welcome back to all the new supporters. Shout out to everyone who supports Sheep Stay Sleep TV, man. Man, we got to talk about this today. We have to talk about this today. We've done several shows where we've been mentioning this stuff, but today we're going to talk about this. So we could put this stuff to bed once and for all, as far as this hip hop stuff and what's going on with hip hop and what's going on with black celebrities and, all of these new narratives that come out every day, right? So we're going to talk about that, right? But before we get into it, right, I'm going to make sure I shout you guys out because, of course, we have some announcements. Right? So I'm going to shout you guys out. I'm going to shout out the donations from yesterday, and then we're going to get into it. But I need you guys to double tap y'all screens. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, y'all. Let's make sure the likes is up for this show because we're going to get into it today. The super chat is open as well. If you would like your comments highlighted, if you would like to send a super chat, the super chat is open. Okay? So let's shout everyone out. Let's get to these announcements, and then we're going to get into the show. Shout out to my man Mark in the building. What up, Mark? Shout out to Mark McJoy on the pull-up. What's up, Cottage 81? What's up, fam? Salute to you, man. I don't just give out wrenches here, my brother. Yeah, I don't just give out wrenches, man. What's up, Wild Country? What's going on, man? Salute to you. Shout out to my man Third Ward in the building. What's good, Third Ward? My man Suavemente right there. Salute to you, bro. What's up, Ebo? Shout out to my brother Ebo Sosa, man. Hope you was tuned in when I saluted you, man. I appreciate that donation, my brother. Salute to you, bro. On the student tuition side of the game. I appreciate that, Ebo. Shout out to the cynical one in the building. Hey, Sin. What's going on with you, Sin? Shout out to you. One of my lovely lady mods in the building today. What's going on with you, Sin? How you feeling? Peace to my brother Seth's son in the building. Peace. Shout out to Miss Angie B. Hey, Miss Angie. Happy Friday. Another one of my lovely lady mods in the building today. How you doing, Miss Angie B? Salute, salute, salute. I appreciate your support, Miss Angie. Shout out to Miss L'Oreal in the building. Hey, Miss L'Oreal. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. So we are 3 for 3 today. Shout out to Miss L'Oreal in the building. I appreciate you always coming through and holding it down for me. Thank you so much. Appreciate your support. Shout out to Young Reyes. What's up, Young Reyes? How you doing, fam? Bro said he ain't hear that in ages. See who else is up in here, man, before we get into it. Shad 23. What's up, Shad 23? Now that's the G Unit album. That's the G Unit album, Shad 23. Hey, Miss New York Nikki. I thought you was in the building. I thought you was in here decorating. Shout out to Miss New York Nikki, baby. Another one of my lovely lady moms that always come through and hold it down, and she always show her support. I appreciate you, Miss New York Nikki. There you go. I see your decorations. I knew you was around. Shout out to you, Miss New York Nikki. Salute to you. Rick Slick. What's up, Rick Slick? What's up, the Bill of Rights? Shout out to my man Bob in the building. What up, Bob? Salute to you, bro. How you feeling, man? Joel Brown says Trump 2028. No doubt, no doubt. What up, Star Baby? How you been? It's been a minute. Shout out to Star Baby. Oh, it's been great. It's been great. It's been great. Thank you, Miss Angie. I appreciate that. What up, Old Head TV? Shout out to Old Head in the building. Salute, salute. Shout out to everyone that's in the building, man. Y'all see the show. Y'all see the show. But before we get into the show, I want to give special shout out and thanks to everyone who has donated to the student tuition fund on yesterday's show. Shout out to y'all, man. So we're gonna start out with Miss L'Oreal. Shout out to Miss L'Oreal in the building. I appreciate you. I appreciate you supporting the student tuition fund. Shout out to you, Miss L'Oreal. Shout out to Bob Bilderberg for supporting the school tuition fund. Shout out to Bob Bilderberg. That's not my man, Bob, that's in the chat. I think that's somebody else who be listening from the clouds. Shout out to Bob Bilderberg. Shout out to Miss New York Nikki. I appreciate you, Miss New York Nikki. Thank you so much for supporting the school tuition fund. And shout out to Mr. Warren. I'm not going to say the first name, but shout out to Mr. Warren for supporting the school tuition fund as well. Salute, salute, salute. Shout out to everyone, man. Shout out to everyone. I really appreciate y'all. I really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much, man. It's a blessing. I appreciate y'all, man. Oh, that's you? Yo, I appreciate that, Bob. I didn't know that was you, bro. Bob Bilderberg, I didn't know that was you, my brother. My bad, man. I'm Bob the Bilderberg. Okay. Shout out to you, bro. I appreciate you hitting the school tuition fund, man. I appreciate that, man. For real. So shout out to everyone, man. Once again, shout out to Ms. L'Oreal. Shout out to my man Bob in the building. Shout out to Miss New York Nikki, and shout out to Mr. Warren for supporting the school tuition fund on yesterday's show. Thank y'all so much. If y'all would like to support the school tuition fund, you can just send your donations via Cash App or via Venmo, via Cash App or via Venmo. The links will be dropped in the chat by the lovely lady mods. Just make sure when you send your donation, you don't just send the donation. make sure in the for box you put ST. ST is for school tuition, because I don't want to think it's just a regular donation, because people still do send in donations because they just donate for the show. So if you specifically want to donate to the school tuition fund, make sure you specify in the for box on Venmo or on Cash App. Cash App $ DS100 Network. Here it is right here. Ms. New York Nikki dropped it. Thank you, Ms. New York Nikki. You can hit me up on Cash App or on Venmo, okay? Shout out to everyone. Shout out to everyone once again. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. We are doing well. We are doing well. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to Tanya in the building. Hey, Tanya. Good to see you. Good to see you. Happy Friday. Shout out to Let Me Put the Tippin' in the building. What's good, Brody? What's good, man? Y'all see the show. Y'all see the show. Y'all see the show. This show today is a continuation of yesterday's show, because I spoke on this. Yesterday, we spoke on Shador Sanders. Make sure y'all catch yesterday's show. If y'all missed yesterday's show, the links will be dropped in the chat room from yesterday's show. But yesterday's show, we spoke on the Shador Sanders situation. And what we found out on yesterday's show is that the issue with Shador's draft chances, they were ruined by his dad. They were ruined by him not being taught and groomed correctly for the position that he's getting ready to assume, right? And what a lot of people want to continue to push as a narrative is that it's an issue because he's black, and you know, what's wrong with him being the way that he is. And shout out to my man GQ, right? Because GQ, he's one of those guys, right, that always get in the comment section, and I notice he always points out key stuff that I said during the stream. So shout out to my man GQ. GQ, he got in the comment section and he mentioned that I mentioned that Shador was running around acting like Kamala Harris was in office. And when he repeated that, I went back and I watched it and I said, oh, that's a key point that we need to continue to expound on. Because at this point, right? What's up, Joseph? How you doing, my brother? At this point, right? All of this being mad because Trump is the president and getting all in your feelings and having a tiff, it's over for that. Right? So as Black Americans, what we need to be doing is we need to be figuring out, okay, what do we need to do? How do we need to prepare ourselves for this ride that this country is getting ready to go on? And it seems like Black Americans, we're not prepared for any of this stuff. It seems like some of us are light years behind. You know, some of us are still thinking that things still work the way that they've always worked. You know, we still have this prehistoric racist prejudice mindset. right? And what we don't understand is it's no need to have that anymore, because the things that gave us that mindset has been proven, number one, to truly not support us. A lot of these people are sellouts. Shit, not most of them, the majority of them. Right? And number two, Black Hollywood and the Black celebrity is dead. We're finding out that all of our Black celebrities are sellouts. The majority of them, the Black men, let's start there. The Black men all like baby oil. This is what we found out. This is why the stuff came out about the Diddy parties. They all like baby oil. They all like baby oil and dildos. We found out that a lot of these rappers are not tough. They not street. You saw that just came out with Jadakiss. Everybody made a big deal because Jadakiss went to private school, as if Jay-Z was really a gangster, as if Busta Rhymes was a gangster. Y'all forgot, rest in peace, Prodigy was a goddamn ballerina. Y'all forgot Tupac was a ballerina. Tupac went to Juilliard. You forgot? He went to a performing arts school. But y'all still think Tupac is a thug. Dr. Dre was never street. Ice Cube was never street. Today was a good day. He rapping all this gangster shit. Got an album called The Death Penalty. Cube was a good kid. So was Dre. What did we find out about Snoop? Snoop is an industry crip. He's not a real street gangster from his neighborhood. He's an industry crip. You see, we don't want to let this stuff go when this stuff is over. What's up, Kari? Shout out to Kari D in the building. How you doing, Kari? You see? Y'all don't want to accept that this stuff is over. See, today we're going to talk about Trump declaring war on hip-hop culture. Because hip-hop culture, right, along with the help of the CIA and the FBI, they used hip-hop to develop the criminal profiles. Remember on yesterday's show when I was telling y'all that Shador's image is what these people don't want to get behind, because his image represents a criminal profile. It's not because he's black. It's a certain look. And y'all have to understand that all of these looks that's in the criminal profile database, right? Those looks were all created through hip hop. I'm gonna show y'all. It was all created through hip hop. The criminal profile was created through hip hop. Because whatever we hear the rappers rap about, We then go out and try to be. I'm going to give you a perfect example. Why did New York City turn blood in the 1990s? Who influenced and put East Coast Bloods on the map in the late 90s, early 2000s? Who could guess the rapper that did that? See, I'm going to show y'all how the rap influenced the people to go and do shit. His name is Jim Jones. Jim Jones. Capo. Jim Jones is the reason why there's two generations of Bloods in New York City, two whole generations. The millennial generation, Bloods, is because of Jim Jones, and the generation after us turned Bloods listening to Dipset. See, my generation, the millennials that turned Blood listening to Jim, they was listening to Dipset Jim Jones. Then the generation after us that listened to Jim Jones that turned Blood, they was listening to Bird Gang Jim Jones. Bird Gang. This one he has Stack Bundles, Max B, Mel Matrix. That was a whole nother generation of young Bloods that was born straight from Jim Jones cloth. Straight from Jim Jones. Jim Jones was pushing that Blood shit through New York City. That's why everybody wanted to be Blood. It's because of Jimmy. What's up, Brownie? How you doing? It's because of Jim. You see? That's what this was about, y'all. Y'all got to understand this stuff. J.R. Ryder, Hell Rail, yup. All Bloods. All Bloods. You see what's going on with the Bloods in New York City? Now, let's show you how this stuff travels and it influenced throughout generations. K Flocka, little K Flock, he's in jail. He's a what? He's a Blood. He's a Blood. K Flock. A lot of the young drill rappers, yeah, the OGs and the Y, they all Bloods and Crips. The OGs, the Y, they all Bloods and Crips. They are the children. They are the little bros that was listening to Jimmy. This is why they turned Blood. Because they was around older dudes who wanted to be part of Dipset. Like Giacana. Shout out to my man Giacana. I forgot what he called himself now. But a lot of them young boys, they was following Giacana. And a lot of them was following paparazzi Poe with that blood stuff. Then they turned their own little block sets. But y'all gotta be able to connect the dots. Giacana was around Dipset. Right, Five Guard. Right, that's his name now. New York Nicky, thank you. I remember him as Giacana when he was in that web series. I remember him as Giacana when he came on Vlad TV years ago. Yeah, his name is Five Guard now. Giacana. Y'all got to know where this stuff come from, y'all. And why these people are getting packed up and sent to jail. This has nothing to do with race. This has something to do with Trump attacking the criminal profile. This is why hip hop is under attack. Because who is responsible for the hip hop criminal profile? Rappers. Rappers. Shout out to Cuzzo in the building. Salute, Hills in. Appreciate you, family. K Flock did not run New York City. Get out my chat room talking that. Somebody get Rob Dunn out of here. I don't like little kids in my chat room. Somebody get Rob Dunn out of here. I don't like little kids in my chat. Don't come in my chat room talking like that. Somebody get him out of here. That's a little kid. People come in your chat talking about OM, K Flock ran New York City. They don't type. That's how you know that's a kid. They don't type whole words no more. See, y'all have to understand what y'all are looking at here. Y'all have to understand this. You see why all the rappers are getting exposed? You see why every day something is coming out? Because Trump is declaring war on the hip hop culture. Which is a representation of what? Which is the headquarters for what? What did we say? The criminal profile. If you look at all of the different archetypes of rappers, they represent each criminal profile. Y'all want to keep making this about race. I'm going to show y'all this ain't about race. Watch this. Watch this, y'all. Let's get to it. Shout out to everyone that's in the building, man. Make sure y'all support the show. Support the show. Hit the like button. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that share button. Share it on y'all community tabs. Facebook, Instagram, your Discords. Share the show, y'all. That's how y'all show y'all support, man. Hey, Miss Camille. Good to see you, love. Good to see you. She says, I'm driving, unable to respond back at the moment. Love everyone. Thank you so much. I appreciate all your support, sweetheart. Thank you. Shout out to all the lovely lady mods in the building today. Shout out to you, Miss Camille. Good to see you. Right? Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all that this thing ain't about race. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. Powerball winner and his girlfriend are arrested just days after pocketing $167.3 million jackpot. Now, when I first saw this, because this popped up on my phone as breaking news. See, these algorithms are smart too. They listen to everything we do. Everything is connected. So they know what I'm up here talking about. So my phone will literally send me stories for me to talk about, y'all. The AI intelligence is impeccable. literally is impeccable. So since y'all want to think this is about race, right? Let me show y'all something. Let's get into this article right here. Let me show y'all. Just days after claiming an 167.3 million Powerball jackpot, a Kentucky man's dream turned into a legal nightmare on the sands of Florida. James Farthing, 50 years old, of Georgetown, Kentucky. Now, what do you think the race of this man is? James Farthing of Georgetown, Kentucky. Let's listen to this. He was arrested early Wednesday morning in a St. Pete Beach resort following a late night altercation that left him facing serious charges, including felony battery on a law enforcement officer. Farthing, who won the jackpot with his mother, allegedly punched another guest in the face. Go that hip-hop shit. Fighting in casinos, fighting on resorts. It's that love and hip-hop shit. It's that baddie shit. Look, punched another guest in the face before he kicked a Pinellas County sheriff's deputy in the face while resisting arrest, according to an arrest affidavit obtained by the Smoking Gun. The incident occurred at the Trade Winds Island Grand Resort, a beachfront destination where Farthing and his girlfriend, Jacqueline Fightmaster, just listen to the names. Just listen to the names. Jacqueline Fightmaster, 42, were reportedly celebrating his life-changing lottery win. Police were called to the resort bar around 11:10 p.m. after reports of a physical altercation between Farthing and another guest. The already tense situation only escalated when officers tried to intervene, according to the arresting officer. Authorities said Farthing was intoxicated, uncooperative, and aggressive. Listen to the words. He was intoxicated. He was uncooperative and aggressive, ultimately lashing out violently at law enforcement. Look at Mr. Farthing. Look at him, y'all. For y'all who think it's all about race, look at the criminal profile. Rebel. See the beard? Might be a skinhead. Look, criminal profile. Might do a little meth. Look at them bags under his eyes. May do a little doogie. Might sniff a little, he might sniff a little doogie. Look, criminal profile. Look at his actions. He was drunk. He was uncooperative and aggressive. See this? The deputy was reported to have swelling and redness on the right side of his face under his eye. Look at him, y'all. Criminal profile. This man just won the goddamn lottery. He out somewhere drunk and belligerent. This that hip-hop shit. I got money, so nobody can't tell me nothing. See, y'all think this is about race. You think this is about race? His ass is going to jail for acting like a nigga. See, this white man thought, I got money, and motherfuckers better move when I say move, and people better do what I say when I say so. You know these types of people, when they get drunk and they got a pocket full of money, you can't tell them no, and you better move out their way. before they push you. You see this? See that? See this? Criminal profile. Criminal profile. Don't he look like a Hell's Angel? Criminal profile. Don't he look like a biker gang member? Don't he look like a biker gang member? Don't he look like he could be part of a militia? Huh? Y'all keep thinking this stuff is about race. You're sadly mistaken. This stuff is not about race. Huh? I'm sorry. Yes, they want to fight everybody. Thank you, L'Oreal. Thank you. Thank you. And you know what they say makes people aggressive nowadays and makes people want to fight? Drugs, alcohol, and hip hop. See, remember back in the day, it was alcohol, drugs, and rock and roll. This is why they banned rock and roll. This is why rock and roll was outlawed. Remember, it was sex, drugs, and rock and roll. That's what it was. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Make you crazy. Make you uncontrollable back then. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Now, it's alcohol, drugs, and hip hop. It's what creates the criminal. It's what creates the rebel. See, if you a hip hopper, now they're going to look at it like, oh, this is a hip hop person. I bet he doesn't pay his bills. Oh, this is a hip hop person. I bet he doesn't know how to act. See, it's a profile. See, it's a behavior. It's not necessarily race. Y'all got to understand this. Y'all have to understand this. This is an attack, a all-out war on hip-hop culture. Hip-hop culture, which has been American culture for a long time. For a long time, these conservatives, right, wanted to do away with the music for a long time. They wanted to ban hip hop a long time ago. They been wanted to get rid of hip hop. Who do you think got rid of rock and roll? The conservatives. Who do you think got rid of rock and roll? The conservatives. Who you think want to get rid of gangster rap and the street element in music? The conservatives. These are the people who are saying that this stuff is contributing to the violence in society, the chaos. You put on a goddamn Lil Boosie song, it might start a riot. This is the stuff that they're talking about. Why do you think Trump put in an executive order to Border Patrol, to the FBI, to Homeland Security, and all of the law enforcement agencies that it is a full-out attack on all gang and gang culture? See, y'all don't understand that this is an attack on hip hop without them saying it. Without them saying this is an attack on hip hop, it's an attack on hip hop. See, they don't have to say, oh, we attacking hip hop. They don't never do it like that. When they want to outlaw rock and roll and that behavior, that wild white outlaw behavior, that white militia behavior, like you gonna team up and do something against America, they didn't say we're outlawing rock and roll music. They didn't say it. They created a way and they did it. They did that, and now they're doing it with hip hop. Because what hip hop music does to the environment. Usually people don't make it home safe after hip hop is played. We watched during COVID how people couldn't have cookouts. If you play certain songs, niggas will come and shoot up your barbecue. Now tell me I'm lying. Now tell me I'm lying. See, during COVID was the height of the New York City drill war, rap war. Them young boys was deleting themselves during COVID, running around with the COVID mask on. You had innocent people losing their lives, people getting shot up at cookouts because they playing a certain song. You play a certain song, his man's drive past and hear them playing a song at the cookout, they gonna shoot up the cookout. This was going on in New York. This is the shit that was going on. Innocent people will get shot because you listening to K Flock. You ain't got nothing, you don't know nothing about what he talking about. You just like the song. It's a hot song. Shy K gonna come through and shoot your cookout up. Cause y'all playing D-Thing. Innocent people, y'all. Y'all wanna act like this wasn't happening? This don't got nothing to do with race. Should I show y'all this again? Let me show y'all this boy right here. Since y'all keep thinking this about race. Y'all think this is about race, man? Look at this, man. It's a profile. I told y'all about him before. 1900 rug rat. This is a profile. See that? See that? Y'all, this a white boy. And he said he don't date white women because he already white. Y'all want to keep making this shit about race? Y'all want to play the basic game, huh? Look, 1900 Rugrat. Look. Cracker got an AR like I'm shooting schools up. Mm-hmm. You think they don't want him in jail? Look what he rapping about. Shooting schools up. Look. Hip-hop lifestyle. Hip-hop culture. You think, oh, so you think they don't call him a nigga? Look at this. Look at this, y'all. Y'all, yeah, look. Y'all think this is about, look. Y'all think this is about, look at his homeboy. Chucky, his name is Chucky Wackham. Y'all think this is about black and white? The white boy's doing it. Chucky Wackham. The white boys are doing it. What y'all talking about? Look. The white boys doing it. Y'all better wake up. This is an attack on the culture. These white boys are a part of the culture. Look, he got the glick on him. He got the switchy on him. Look at 1900 Rugrat. He's a part of the culture. He's a part of the culture, y'all. This ain't about black and white. This is about culture. Look, culture. You see the culture? You see the culture? Now, 1900 Rugrat, right? He probably comes from a cool, conservative type of family. His parents might be conservative. But his son loved hip hop. Y'all think hip hop is not in the suburbs? Y'all think hip hop is not in them little country towns? Y'all think them little white boys don't listen to hip hop? Huh? Let me show y'all. Let me refresh y'all memory, because I think a lot of y'all forgot about him. You know, a lot of us, we have short-term memory. See, this is the new him. This is the new him. Look, let me show y'all him now. Who remembers this guy? Y'all want to keep making this about race. Look, who remembers him? Who remembers Machine Gun Kelly? MGK. Look, he's a flower boy now. He's a flower boy. He's a star boy. They turned him to a star boy. You know, after he came at Eminem and Eminem made him apologize, they turned him into a star boy. Look, he's a star boy now. Now he's a star boy. But remember, he was a gangster first. Remember, MGK started out as a gangster. See? Remember MGK? Look, hat backwards, interstate on his arm. Look, he started out street. Remember, he started out street. Get MGK. Rebel. He went against Eminem. You know, he tried to go against, you know, Jimmy Iovine and them, and they turned him to a star boy. You know, now he's a star boy. You know? But I just wanted to refresh our memory, to let y'all know that this stuff don't have nothing to do with race. Trump is declaring war on hip hop culture. On hip hop culture. Y'all don't notice how all of your ways of scamming have been destroyed? All of the card frauds. You notice how that's drying up, right? How do you think they know a lot of this stuff was going on? They knew it was going on because people was putting it in the music. See why it's a gift and a curse to put everything in music? See, all the FBI got to do, and they've been doing this, they have a whole task force called the Hip Hop Police, right? Where they just sit around and watch rappers all day and watch YouTube and watch Instagram. This is how they find out what's going on. They listen to the music. You know, during the pandemic, we had rappers like Money Man that blew up. Money Man was always rapping. I remember when Money Man first came out, Money Man was rapping with Birdman. He was down with Cash Money, Black Circle. Money Man career blew up during the pandemic because he was rapping about what? Fraud. Money Man was literally on his Instagram giving out scam methods. This is what Money Man was doing. Money Man was on Instagram giving out free sauce, giving out free scams, free game. Money Man, the king of scamming. He's from where? Atlanta. See why everybody in Atlanta in jail? How you think all them black people got a lot of them restaurants in Atlanta during COVID? They did fraud. That's why all that shit closed down. All of this stuff was in the music. It all was in the music. That's where it was at. That's where it was at. How we find out about the turkey leg hut? Niggas start rapping about it. how we found out about Mary Jeans, Rick Owens? People was rapping about this stuff. The small dog chains, the little tennis chains dudes wear. That was all started during COVID. Started with the rappers. Criminal profile. You profiling yourself. We know you're a scammer because you got on a rollie. You got on a sky dweller. Y'all even told the goddamn police what type of merchandise y'all buy the most. See, you're not a scammer getting a real bag if you got on a 38 millimeter Rolex. They said that's the small rollie. You supposed to buy the small rollies for women. This came from the scammers. They said you at least gotta have a sky dweller. If you're a scammer getting to the bag, you gotta at least rock a sky dweller on your wrist. Sky dweller Rolex. They don't want to see no oyster perpetuals. The sky dweller and better. Y'all literally gave the feds the profile, what to look for. Where to look for y'all at. We at Sips. We at this. We at that. We at this club. We at that club. Telling the police where y'all hang out at. See, the feds know if all these niggas is drug dealers and criminals and they all like to hang out at this club, most likely this is where they do business at as well. But y'all keep talking this black and white shit. No, it's called being smart or dumb. That's what it's called. It's called being smart versus being dumb. And a lot of niggas who are criminals are dumb. And you think because you got some money, you smart. Nigga, you're dumb. You're dumb, nigga. You're dumb. You think you're going to outsmart the feds after you told them everything. Why y'all think Money Man disappeared? Money Man ain't on Instagram no more. Money Man don't drop no more music. Where did Money Man go? We know where he went. You know how many niggas caught a Fed case right now trying to follow Money Man? Trying to follow his methods? Or how about TJX6? Yeah, we're going to talk about this. TJX6. Y'all was listening to TJX6. Trying to get them scamming methods, right? Who remember TJX6? For the young brothers. What's up, Paul? Salute. Shout out to my brother Papa Flock in the building. Salute, my brother. Shout out to Let Me Put the Tip in. You already know, bro. That's what we doing. Who remember TJX6? Shout out to my man GQ. Flatbush in the building. Joseph says he never heard of TJX6. I'm pretty sure. Franco Perez says AR Ab is locked up for that, unfortunately. No, AR Ab is actually locked up for a gang RICO. That's what he locked up for, Franco. He's not locked up for scamming. But what actually put the feds on to AR Ab is when he posted $500,000 on Instagram and told Baby that he willing to bet it on a Super Bowl. That's what actually put the feds on his radar for real. And they was actually able to identify who AR Ab was. Because the feds been trying to catch AR Ab. They just didn't know who Ab was. AR Ab was a ghost. They would hear his voice. They would hear his name and hear his effects in the streets, but they never saw him. When Ab posted that video on Instagram with him counting the money and then stacking it up and then saying he want to bet all this money with Birdman, that's when the feds said, oh, that's AR Ab. That's AR Ab. It was for a bet, Star Baby. It was for a bet. This is when the Eagles won their first, not their first, but their first recent Super Bowl. This is when they won their first recent Super Bowl. AR Ab, he bet Birdman $500,000, and he had the $500,000 in cash. He actually had the $500,000 in cash because he counted it on Instagram with a money counter. Papa Flocka says the way them judges be handing out time, man, what time is work? Come on, exactly, bro. What time is work? Exactly. They not playing. They gave man, they deep fried AR Ab, man. They gave Ab 45 years. They gave AR Ab 45 years. They gave him a nice running back number. They gave him a nice running back number. That's what they gave him. Star Baby says it was bad when he put it on Instagram. Yeah, that's when the feds knew who Ab was. That's when they said, oh, that's AR Ab. They didn't know who AR Ab was. Yeah, it's a wrap after that. Absolutely. Franco says, yeah, I remember I'm a Patriots fan. That Eagles loss stuff, that Eagles loss was tough Super Bowl for me. Yeah. He wanted to bet. He actually bet Birdman and won the money. And that's when the Fed said, we got more than enough reason to come sweep him up now. He done showed the $500,000. Come on. See, y'all don't understand. Trump is declaring war on hip-hop culture. This is why it's an all-out war on the cartels. Remember, we spoke about this on this channel. We showed them over there in Mexico. We showed the video on how the lady who run the Mexican government is now on the same side with Trump to get rid of the goddamn cartels out of Mexico so Mexico don't get hit with the tariffs. See, remember I told y'all the whole tariff thing has something to do with crime. It had nothing to do with products. I told y'all there was a method to Trump's madness. Trump used them tariffs to get these countries in line with the fentanyl epidemic. Because what did we find out about China? They are the #1 manufacturers of fentanyl. It's coming from China. How is China getting the fentanyl into America? Through Mexico and Canada. See over here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV, we do things different over here. We don't just get over here and talk out of our emotions and out our feelings. We actually pulled up the articles. We already did a show on this where we pulled up the articles where we showed y'all how Canada is connected with China and with Mexico to bring the fentanyl into America. This is why Trump said we gonna tax the shit out of y'all, because we know that y'all are in bed with China. You see? We know. We know. We know. Joseph says, big chess game playing with peeps playing checkers. Exactly. Hey, Taylor. Happy Friday. Taylor says, I hope the Mexican president don't come up missing. Hey, she'll be fine, Taylor, if she does, if she goes up her end of the bargain. You know, y'all crazy, man. But you know Trump. Just do, you know how Trump is. Hey, just do what you said you're gonna do. You know, Trump do sound like an old mafia boss. I'm not gonna lie. Trump does sound like an old mafia boss. Just hey, somebody get rid of that regular dude. He in here telling men to oil up. Somebody get him out of here. This is not a baby oil channel. Okay, this is not a Diddy channel. Don't come in my chat room telling me to oil up. This is not a Diddy channel. I am not a bad boy. Don't come in my chat room talking about some oil up. Get him out of here, please. Somebody get him out of here. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Exactly, bro. Get him an Uber expeditiously. Get him out of here. See, y'all have to understand what's going on here. Who always talking about the cartels? Rappers. Who ran off on the plug twice? Ran off on the plug twice. Where that came from? Y'all not paying attention. Ran off on the plug twice. Who said that? Who taught us how to run off on a plug and get your whole family killed? I mean, deleted. Who taught us that? Who taught the young boys to run off on a plug and get their whole family slaughtered? What rapper taught us that? Because you know it was a rapper. No, that was nope. You know who taught us to run off on a plug, Taylor? Your boy Plies. That was Plies. That was Plies' song. Ran off on the plug twice. He don't tell you running off on a plug or get your whole family wiped down. They'll wipe down the goddamn TV. They'll turn the TV off the TV. You run off on a cartel, they'll come in there and kill the vibe. Not just kill the people, kill the vibe. This nigga told us to run off on the plug. He didn't say do it once. He said do it twice. He didn't say, hey, don't pay them their money and see if you can hide. Do y'all know that's why Sauce Walker almost just lost his life? His artist, that's from Memphis. If you know anything about the cartels like to hide out in the South. Let me give you some game. If you want to know where that real work coming from, it's coming out the South, out the country. Because that's where the cartels like to hang at. They like to be around land, fields. They like to hang out in the South. So places like Memphis, places like the Carolinas, New Orleans, Texas, these are ran by the cartels. Arizona, Vegas, these are the cartels, y'all. Virginia, the cartels. Florida, the cartels. Now, all these places I just named, aren't rappers getting indicted? Y'all see, y'all don't be paying attention. See, thinking everything is about race gonna keep you distracted on what's really going on. Y'all not paying attention to all them goddamn Caucasians that's getting arrested for selling that fentanyl out in Massachusetts? Huh? Look it up. They just locked up like 50, 60 people up there selling fentanyl. All white people. A whole white indictment selling fentanyl. Where they getting it from? The cartels. Where you think you get fentanyl from? The cartels. Where does the cartels get them from? The cartels get it from the Chinese. See why we going tax Canada? See why we going tax Mexico? And see why we going triple tax China? Y'all get it? And who raps about all of this stuff? Who makes sure that niggas in the street is selling it? The rappers. The Fett, cut it with the Fetty. Got a whole rapper named Fetty Wap that's sitting in prison right now for selling bricks of fentanyl in New Jersey. Y'all think this shit is a joke? Y'all think it's a joke? Fetty Wap got caught up in a what? A RICO for selling fentanyl. Him and his Zoo Gang members. Zoo Gang. The Zoo Gang members. Yeah. Yeah. Fetty Wap selling that Fetty Wap. Gang member, gang banging. Fetty Wap was a gang member. Hey, Shatira, how you doing? Thank you, Ebo. Thank you. Thank you. Come on now. Y'all don't know what's going on out here, man. Y'all don't know what's going on out here, do y'all? Trump is declaring war on hip hop culture. You do know the NFL is political. The NFL is all about politics. So again, let me ask you again, Deion Sanders. Why would you allow your son Shador to come around these super wealthy, conservative people wearing his hat backwards, wearing a goddamn chain that say legendary on it, and he hasn't done nothing yet? Huh? Why would you set your son up for failure, Deion? You know them people conservative up there at the NFL? Them people not liberal. Why you think when the little Mookie boy tried to come into the NFL and try, what was his name? Sam? What was his name? Michael Sams or something like that? Y'all put his name in the chat. The little Mookie boy. He thought he was gonna come in the NFL and be the first Mook. You know what they told him? Excuse me, sir, have a good life. Okay? We don't have RuPaul insurance. They told that nigga to go have a good life. What was his name? Michael Sam? Little Mookie boy. He thought he was going to come in there and be shaking his ass in the locker room. They told him to have a good life. Yeah. Now you got the other sweet boy who in the NFL now, but they allow him, you know, he's a cross-dresser. He comes, what's his name? Debo Samuels. Crazy that his name is Debo. He gets on the field and he be crushing people. That's why they don't care about him coming into the locker room looking like he on an Oshkosh commercial. You know, Debo Samuels, he come to the goddamn game dressed up like Mary Poppins. But when he get on the field, it's like people don't even pay attention to it no more. But do you actually think that you're going to come and get all of this money from these people, Shador, and look like a rapper? That rapper image is over. Nobody's paying for the rapper no more. Listen to me, black men. That little image you like to have, it's not no. You're not respected. You know what they're gonna say? Oh, look at this cute nigga. That's what you're gonna be, a little cute nigga. They're gonna look at you as some little rug rat from the block. Them days are over. Now it's time to put some shoes on again. When you go out, fellas, you can't put uptowns on everything no more. It's over. All that Jay-Z shit. I'm going to wear white uptowns and a Yankee hat with everything. It's over. Now you got to look like a man. It's over, nigga. Now you're going to have to look like a gentleman, a distinguished person. All of this, oh, your clothes don't got to match this and that and this. You know, all that silly shit that we thought was cool to say, that stuff is outlawed now. That stuff is outlawed. Putting a fitted hat on every goddamn outfit is over. Get a haircut, take the hat off. And when I say that, that's something I had to learn myself. Because I'm a king. I'm from Brooklyn. All we wear is fitted hats. We New Yorkers. All we wear is fitted hats. But guess what else I found out about wearing a hat all the time? Start eating away at your hair. because you're never letting your scalp breathe. I found that out later on. Let your hair breathe. Stop wearing a hat all the time. You see? This is a war on hip hop culture. That means the lifestyle. That means the look. That means the verbiage, the talk, the narratives, all of this stuff. See, what I want a lot of us black folk to realize is a lot of our identity is wrapped up in hip hop. And it's time for us to reclaim our true identity as people. A lot of our identities are wrapped up in hip hop. Who we are, our aspirations, and who we wanted to become. It's time to get rid of the narratives of you either sell crack rock or got a wicked jump shot. That was created by a rapper who taught young black boys in impoverished neighborhoods that his only options is to sell crack, play basketball, or be a rapper. So it suppresses the young boy in the hood who wants to be a doctor. He might want to be an eye doctor. He might want to be an optometrist. He might want to be a podiatrist, a foot doctor. He might want to be a gynecologist. Who talks about that kid? Who raps about him? Who raps about the kid who want to grow up and be a chef and not cook crack? Who raps about him and represents him? You see why this shit needs to end? Because it only represents toxicity. It don't represent or speak to a future. If we keep this shit going, y'all, it's going to be a wrap for us. Let's be real. We keep spewing this shit, it's going to be a wrap. Literally. You think I want my sons growing up and wanting to be a rapper? I don't even want that to be in his mind. Rappers are not productive people of society. I don't get it. Y'all don't understand this? Why do you think they love the Democratic Party? Because they don't have to do shit. These rappers don't want to do nothing for their community. That's what the hip hop culture and lifestyle has taught us. This shit is not nothing good for us. This shit teaches young men to go to jail. It teaches young black boys to grow up and sell drugs, to beat women, to dislike women, to disrespect authority, to not respect other men. And to not care about what it is to really be productive in life. That's what hip hop taught us. Let's be real. It's time to wake up, y'all. I know we was taught some shit, but it's the job of every generation to get better, to be better, to do something different, to elevate. Come on, man. Come on now. Listen, I'm not going to be a failure of my generation. Me and the brothers that I surround myself around, we are about putting real points on the board and really changing the trajectory and changing the mentality of our children, of our loved ones. It's not about always doing what worked. It's about finding out what else could work. Because all Black Americans knew how to do, all we was taught to do is how to survive, not how to live. We was taught how to survive. Hip hop helped us survive. It didn't help us live. That's why none of the rappers got shit. Diddy not a billionaire no more. So was he ever really a billionaire? Or did they just tell us he was? Was he really a billionaire? Kanye West caught one lawsuit. It wasn't a billionaire no more. Y'all not ready to wake up yet? Can somebody tell me where does Jay-Z and Beyonce live? Because they don't live in the Hollywood Hills no more because all of it is burned down. Where does Jay-Z and Beyonce live? Huh? Huh? Can somebody tell me why Jay-Z's not putting out any music? Why isn't Jay-Z doing any music? Doesn't he still own Tidal? Doesn't he still own Rock Nation? Why isn't Jay-Z focused on any music? Why is he so quiet? Why did the entertainment industry fall when Diddy fell? And what is Diddy being charged for? Trafficking, grape, drugs, guns with scratched off serial numbers. Doesn't this sound like cartel activity? Hey, Diddy, where was you getting that Tootsie from, Diddy? Hey, Diddy, where was you getting these drugs from? Hey, Diddy, where did you get this pistol that has a scratched off serial number? Where did you get this from, Diddy? Where did you get this from, Diddy? Hey, Diddy, we caught your drug mule and we spoke to Young Miami. So what cartel you work for, Diddy? Diddy, what cartel you get your drugs from, Diddy? You think they're not asking Diddy this? They found drugs when they raided his houses. They found drugs. Y'all forgot that part. See, y'all caught up on the baby oil and the 700 dildos. Y'all caught up on the dildos and the baby oil. Y'all not thinking about the tunnel they found in his house. Remember that when they raided Diddy's house in LA, they found a goddamn tunnel. This is why they're saying that he's ex-trafficking. The man had a tunnel in his goddamn house. Oh, so tunnels are legal to have in your house. He had a tunnel in his house. They found firearms with scratched off serial numbers. Where you buy a gun with a scratched off serial number from? A cartel? The dark web? Y'all not paying attention? Where you get those drugs from, Diddy? We caught your drug mule. You had a little white boy you was paying his school tuition. Where you get it from, Diddy? What cartel? Y'all not paying attention, man. Y'all not paying attention, man. Y'all not paying attention. Y'all so caught up in Diddy being a freak. You don't go to jail for being a freak. You don't go to jail for being a mookalele. You don't go to jail for that. You don't go to jail for having orgies. You don't go to jail for that stuff. That's not what Diddy's in trouble for. Diddy's in trouble for that gun they found in his house with that scratched off serial number. That's a Fed charge. Do you know that? Do you know if you get caught with a firearm with a scratched off serial number, that is a federal gun case? Federal. You're never supposed to scratch off serial numbers because that's how they track the firearm. You know who scratch off serial numbers? Criminals. Diddy, where did you get this pistol from? Yeah, you don't go to jail for freak offs and orgies. You don't go to jail for that. No. But y'all not paying attention. This is an all-out war on hip-hop culture. Remember, hip-hop promoted pimping, having multiple women, sleeping with multiple women, pimping. Now Diddy's trying to make the case of, oh, this is just my lifestyle. Oh, it's a lifestyle for you to have women around you who has proof that you sexually assaulted them, Diddy? See, that's a crime. That's a crime. Drugging people, right? And then doing sexual things to them without their knowledge, that's a crime. That's a crime. Who remembers when I showed the video? Remember, we've been covering this Diddy stuff since it came out. Shout out to my brother Corey Love and Corey Love TV. Me and bro been covering this Diddy stuff since it first came out. Who remembers when I showed the video where he had the white boy looking like he was dead on a couch at the Diddy party? And Diddy was making fun of him, telling him he not ready to be part of a Diddy party. Who remember I showed y'all that video? That dude drunk one of them spiked Ciroc bottles and passed out. Who remembers that? I showed that. This is the stuff Diddy's in trouble for. Him actually committing crimes on people. Cynical says, I remember. You was here, sis. Oh, Joseph says he remembers too. Miss Angie says she remembers. Yeah, that was a while back. That was a while back. Cynical says, I remember the Meek Mill clip. Hey, Cynical, you know it's because of us over here at Sheep Stay Sleep TV, right? It's because of us over here that now people know that Meek was soaking his bunkie. Remember, nobody knew why Meek was in that pool and Diddy was filming him until I came out and told y'all that Meek was soaking his bunkie. I told y'all he was soaking that bunkie in that water. I told y'all. I told y'all. What's up, Cam? Joseph says, been with you for a minute. Salute to you, my brother. Yup, the super blue water. Yup. He had to get some of that chlorine to get that blood out. I told y'all. I'm not trying to be graphic, y'all. But I told y'all y'all are going to see Meek Mill in a lot of water now. Y'all going to see him in a lot of water. Because he got to, he got to soak the pain off. That Meek Mill clip was disgusting. You remember, Kari? He was wincing. Yeah, he was calling him daddy. Exactly, Miss Angie. You remember? He said, you doing good, daddy. That's what he told Meek. You doing good, daddy. That's what he told him. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, y'all was so focused on that y'all not focused on the actual crimes that Diddy was a part of, which can lead the feds into a cartel. Y'all do understand that Jay-Z business partner Desiree Perez became a federal informant and took down an entire cartel. Y'all do know that, right? So when we talking about cartel activity in the entertainment world, they're lined up together. This is where entertainers get their drugs from. Okay? High level entertainers, they don't get weed off the block. They don't get weed off the block. They not gonna come tell their assistant to go to Harlem and buy some weed. The big high level celebrities, Jay-Z, Rihanna, Denzel, they get their drugs and everything from the cartels. This is where they get their drugs from. This is where they get their women from. Why do you think all the girls now are foreign? All the girls are Latina because they're coming from Mexico. Y'all don't see this? It's right in our face. Y'all don't notice all the video models now are Latina or white. You don't even see no black girls in no videos like that no more. Either she's Latina or white. Where do you think they're coming from? They're coming from the cartels. The cartels are the ones that sponsors the girls. They sponsor the party. The cartel has all of Hollywood's party favors. You need a party favor, you call your cartel friend. You having a kickback tonight with the bros and you need some servants. You call your cartel buddy and he's going to send 5 girls over there. And one of the girls that come, she's going to make sure she has all of the party supplies. Don't let that go over your head. She's going to have all the party supplies. Yeah. She's going to come in with a little bag that has wheels on it. She got all the supplies in there for dudes. Whatever dudes like. So if you like Cameron and you like, you know, if you like Mace, if you like Diddy, and you like to play that way, they got a whole, not just that booger sugar, bro. One girl is gonna walk in. She's gonna have, you know, the little small suitcase that got the wheels on them. She's gonna have one of those, bro. Because in that suitcase are all the festivities. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't make me say it, y'all. Trying to keep it clean. Right. Let's just say that. In that suitcase is that pink horsepower. She got that pink horsepower in that suitcase. So anybody that like to vroom vroom on a Yamaha, if any of them niggas like to vroom vroom on a Yamaha, chromed out 1100, what they doing? Getting money. Yeah, if you want to vroom vroom on a Yamaha, it's in the suitcase. Yes, they have everything, Taylor, everything. All the party favors is in the bag. They get it from the cartels. How you think they get the young girls? Where you think Shannon gets his young girls from? Where you think the athletes and the ball players, and where you think they get all their young girls from? The cartel. This is why Trump and his administration is attacking the hip hop culture. Because the hip hop culture is a mask for X trafficking, for child trafficking. Y'all didn't see? Hold up. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Things are coming out every day. Things are coming out every day to show y'all what these rappers are into, what's going on with them. Look, 3 days ago, y'all. Look. I'm going to show y'all why Trump is attacking hip hop culture. Look at what's going on. 3 days ago, y'all. This is from TMZ. And I can't stand Harvey, but shout out to Harvey because he don't play no games. TMZ hip hop. Look what this says. Who's this? Fat Joe. Now, you know how we feel about Fat Joe over here. We already roasted him and proved to you that he's not Spanish. He's actually a German. This is a German man right here. He's not Spanish. Right? I forgot if y'all remember, what did we name Fat Joe? What did Ozempic Joe. Ozempic Joe. That's what we called him. Look at Ozempic Joe. Look at what is he being accused of? Ozempic Joe suing his ex-hype man who claimed he liked them young. He likes them young. Ozempic Joe likes them young too. He likes them young. Oh, you mean young? Like a young Remy Ma? See how they telling the secrets? See how they telling the secrets? How old you think Remy was when she came around Big Pun and Fat Joe? Huh? Oh, so y'all think Remy wasn't getting down for her crown? Oh, y'all think because Remy was a tomboy, she wasn't doing what Little Kim was doing? I'm sorry to break y'all little hip hop hearts, but it's coming out now. Everybody's telling. They're telling. Fat Joe likes them young. Thank you, L'Oreal. She was about 14 or 15 when she was around Pun and Fat Joe, when she was first Terror Squad. She was 14, 15 when she first started hanging with the Miss Angie. She was 14, 15. If you listen to Remy's stories when she came home from jail, because that's when she really started talking about her tenure in Terror Squad. Listen to her stories. She used to say, Pun and them used to pick her up from school. Listen! Remy said this in an interview. She said, Pun and them niggas used to come pick me up from school. Oh. Oh. Y'all think they was coming to pick? Oh, Remy didn't go to college. They was coming to pick Remy up from high school. Does it sound familiar? Who else was picking up little girls from school? R. Kelly. See, now we realizing that trafficking little girls was always a normal thing in hip hop. Trafficking young girls. Having young girls hanging around 30-something-year-old men getting drunk. Now we finding out that Fat Joe like him young too. Of course we know he like him young. He had Remy since she was 14. Now you see why Remy would never leave his side? Huh, Cuban? Shout out to Cuban Link. Now you understand why she won't never leave Joe? Because that's all she know. Her getting sneakers back to back. Her living a certain way. She learned that being around Joe and y'all niggas as a little ass girl. That's when niggas start tricking on her and spending money on her. I'm conceited. I got a reason. Huh? Yeah, it's called getting turned out. Exactly, Star Baby. They turned little Remy out. Yeah. She got turned out. Mm-hmm. So should we be appalled or astounded at these claims about Fat Joe liking young girls? All we got to do is ask Fat Joe, well, at what age did Remy start hanging with y'all? And watch Fat Joe lie and say, well, we actually waited till she was 18 to sign her to Terror Squad. Cap! We know you're lying, Ozempic Joe. Nigga, you lied about losing weight naturally. You took Ozempic, nigga. We don't believe nothing you say out your mouth. We don't believe nothing you say out your mouth. What's up, 18? We don't believe nothing you say, Fat Joe. But Trump and the Border Patrol has a war on what? Ex-trafficking. The trafficking of children for commercial purposes, for the purposes of making money. See? See, what y'all don't understand is that, see, some of you guys think that these claims won't matter from these women because they're quote unquote escorts. See, all the feds have to do is, and the feds have always done this. They've always done this to flip women onto men. Listen, we know you are escort. But if you help us take this guy down, you'll never have to sell yourself again. You could start a new life, Gabriella Zuniga. You could start a whole new life. Cassie, this could all go away. We can make all of this a part of your past if you help us take this monster down. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't understand how the game is played. And when y'all don't understand this stuff, you know what you say? Oh, it's because he's black. Oh, they're just trying to take down a black man. You forgot that Harvey Weinstein is in jail, you dummy, and he's a Jew. Stupid nigga. Oh, it's because he's black. Harvey Weinstein is in jail. Stupid. He was one of the biggest film producers in the goddamn industry. Jewish white man. Weinstein. But y'all still want to keep saying, oh, it's because he's black. None of them had more money than Harvey Weinstein. None of them had more pull and more clout than Harvey Weinstein. But y'all still want to use the race card. Y'all sound stupid. Y'all sound stupid. Y'all sound stupid. This is an attack on a culture that has been destroying America. See, y'all don't get it. This culture has affected America. Look at the suburbs now. Look at suburbia America. That shit is like projects. They Bloods and Crips and GDs and BDs and Vice Lords in the suburbs now. You know why? Thanks to hip hop. This is why they're getting rid of this shit. See, these conservative people tired of that. They got their nephews pulling up to Thanksgiving playing NBA Youngboy. They don't want that shit. The white boy. I just showed y'all 1900 Rugrat. Chopper got an AR. He told y'all. He a cracker with an AR, like he's shooting schools up. See how it's affecting the white boys too? Wide body Hellcat like I'm driving a school bus. You think they want another Eminem? Nigga named Rugrat. Thank you, Starbait. Rugrat. AKA nigga. They're outlawing nigga behavior, nigga activity. That ain't got no race, fool. That's for ignorant, dumb people, people without common sense. Like wearing a goddamn fitted hat to an NFL meeting. That's a nigga without common sense. That's a dumb nigga. That's a rug rat. That's a hoodlum. That's a street nigga. And black men, we still want to be that. We ain't tired of that. We ain't been that long enough. We ain't had enough generations of niggas getting killed in the street. We ain't had enough of that, right? Oh, now we all gonna die of fentanyl because we can't get off pills and shit. We all gonna die from fentanyl now. We ain't tired of this. Our goddamn ancestors died off dope. Now we gonna die off the pill version of dope, fentanyl. Your grandfathers and uncles and shit from back in the day OD'd off heroin. Now we ODing off fentanyl. Oh, it's a white, it's black and white. No, it's called smart and dumb. Now, how dumb you want to continue to be? How dumb do you want to continue to be? How dumb do you want your offspring to continue to be? If my family and the elders in my family suffered because of an epidemic in society, why would I then grow up and be part of a new one? It's called genocide, stupid. How we got all this sense? Black people, we're intelligent. We're the brains of the world. We have the most melanin. We're the smartest people. But we gonna let what happened to our people in the 60s, 70s, and 80s happen to us now. That's smart. They died from gangster shit, and we gonna die from the same thing. But we so smart, we're the smartest in the world. We have the God particle and the molecules, but we gonna die from the same shit. Don't sound very smart to me. Don't sound. Hey, look what the white folks did. Y'all want to make it about color? Look what the white folks did. Their ancestors were slave masters and put people in chains, right? Guess what they became? Supreme Court judges. They became police officers and lawyers. You know what we did? Right out of slavery, we created Black Wall Street. After Black Wall Street, we went back to selling dope. But we so smart. We're the smartest in the world. Out of Black Wall Street, we start selling dope and liquor. The white people went from oppressing people to rebuilding society. Why we can't do that? Oh, they can only do it because they white. That's what you believe, dummy? No, they did it because that's what they wanted to do. They went from being slave masters, riding horses through neighborhoods, and now they're the sheriff. And now they're the sheriff. We went from owning our neighborhoods and running Black Wall Street to getting record deals. Do you know Black people, we had more patents and owned the rights to more shit back then than we do now? Do you know that? Do you know out of slavery is when Black people created the most shit? We ain't creating nothing now. You know what we create now? Broken families. But we so smart because we Black. No, we dumb as hell. And I'm going to tell you why we dumb. Because we keep listening to these retarded ass rappers. We keep listening to these rap niggas. Ran off on the plug twice. We keep listening to these rap niggas and following that lifestyle of being an idiot, of being a goddamn idiot. Young Jeezy told us to sell all the crack in the world, but he sent his son to college. See how dumb we are? He sent his son to college off of the goddamn CD money we bought, believing he was a big-time drug dealer. Young Jeezy. He sent his son to college. His son is a square. We all in the hood with Jeezy on. Yeah, I'm going to get all this crack off. His son in school. Wake up, nigga. Game over. It's over now. You can wake up now. Get out that stupor you've been in. Thinking that rappers done did something for you. They ruined your life. And for a lot of y'all, they ruined your future too. Because there's people who've been sitting in jail for 30, 40 years for listening to some bullshit. Because they listened to a Coogee rap song and went out and did a robbery and they ain't out of jail yet. See, so when we talking about declaring war on hip hop culture, this don't got nothing to do with race. This has something to do with a lifestyle. I showed y'all the article earlier with the white man who want to act like he on the episode of Love and Hip Hop. See, this ain't got nothing to do with race, because you got these white boys that like to get out here and act a whole nigga too. Let's stop acting like that. These white boys be out here acting a whole nigga. That's what that white boy did. That white man hit the goddamn lottery and started acting like a nigga. He went and got him some liquor and started acting crazy because he got money. Acting like a whole nigga. And guess what the police did? Get your ass over here, boy, and you're going to jail. And we getting ready to take some of that money you just won because you just blacked the eye of a goddamn law enforcement officer. You going to jail. And we're going to take thousands of dollars from you. And they're probably going to put his ass on probation so he can't go nowhere. They're probably going to put him in a program so they're going to have to force him to stop drinking. Watch. His life about to be on stuck. His ass about to be sitting in the house. His ass about to be sitting in the house, not able to go nowhere for the next couple of years because he think when he gets some money, it's okay to act like a nigga. Ah, what's up, Julian? What's going on? Yeah. No, I don't sell insurance, Junior. My man Alonzo Hall sells insurance. He's not in here today, but my man Alonzo Hall sells insurance. No, I don't sell insurance, though. What up, Spartacus? What's good, fam? Oh, yeah. you know, when we do shows like this, Miss Angie, you know, people draws get in a bunch. So, you know, they want to start trolling so I could start paying them attention just to divert my attention. But y'all ladies doing a great job. Shout out to the lovely lady mods in here today. Y'all got them Ubers waiting outside. y'all got an Uber stand. You know, in New York, we call them taxi stands or cab stands. Y'all got an Uber stand today. Y'all got the Ubers lined up outside like y'all at the goddamn airport, Miss Angie. Yeah, y'all got the Ubers parked outside like y'all at the goddamn LAX. Y'all got them Ubers outside waiting. Star Baby says, DS, you need to be on bigger platforms. It's a lot of clowns taking up space. Hey, Star Baby. Hey, it is what it is. You've been supporting me for years. You've been around for a long time, Star Baby. You know, for the old me and for the new me. I remember you, Star Baby, so I know. Right? And I'm going to just tell you this. I don't want to say this because I don't want to make it look like I'm talking about nobody, but you know. There's usually more people at the circus. There's usually more people at the circus, Star Baby. It's all good. It's all good. Absolutely. Y'all gonna get me there. Y'all gonna get me there. Absolutely. 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 Spartacus says, always enjoy your content, bro. Salute. Salute, Spartacus. So what we seeing going on in hip hop, because we're gonna see stuff coming out by the day. Like this stuff with Fat Joe came out 3 days ago. Some more stuff is gonna come out. The Diddy trial is getting ready to start. Y'all forgot? Diddy trial starts next week, guys. Diddy trial starts Cinco de Mayo, which is Monday, guys. Diddy trial starts Monday. Don't be surprised if we start seeing a lot of things hit the media. Because it's over, y'all. What we know as hip hop culture is dead. Remember, Nas said hip hop was dead years ago. He was talking about the music industry. Nas was talking about the music industry and lyricism and things of that nature. I'm talking about the culture of hip hop is over now. The music industry is not just dead far as the business and things of that nature, but the entire culture of it is being removed out of our daily lives because nobody wants to host hip hop activities. Nobody wants people who look like they're too hip hop in their establishments because of the years of tyranny hip hop has caused. See, there's a lot of things, and there was a lot of people who got hurt due to hip hop outside of the booth. See, we're talking about the culture now. We're not talking about the music. You know how many people got killed? You know how many people got robbed? You know how many people got unalived? You know how many people got violated? Do y'all understand what hip hop has done as a culture to a lot of people? We're not talking about the music, y'all. Get out your feelings. I'm not talking about the music. I'm talking about what goes on outside of the booth. The young girls that get trafficked. Yeah. The young girls that get pregnant by rappers and who are kicked out and ostracized out of society. Y'all go and look up the case with the young brother. I believe his name is Raheem. He's saying that Jay-Z is his father. And how Jay-Z got his mother pregnant when she was underage. Let me say that again. This young man who's saying that Jay-Z is his father said that Jay-Z got his mother pregnant when she was underage. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. He from Philly. How ironic. He's from Philly. His mom was from Philly. So so now we know that Jay-Z was in Philly a long time ago. And it also shows that these rappers just don't come in these cities and these towns and just do music. They don't just come in and look for talent. They come in and they do a lot of wicked stuff. Thank you, Spartacus. A lot of it is coming out the closet now. Kari says yes, and that boy looked just like Jay-Z. He does. He does look like Jay-Z. He does look like Jay-Z. So the Trump administration is declaring war on the hip hop culture. On the hip hop culture. Because what these rappers are into outside of rap. This culture has permeated throughout the average American civilian's life. This hip hop stuff has affected children in a way where they think they're not cool anymore. You see? I'm not cool if I don't know this, I don't know that. I'm not this, I'm not that. I'm not cool. I don't fit in. I don't matter. So I might as well go and take my own life because I can't fit in with hip hop culture. Because I ain't a stepper. Because I ain't a goon. Because I ain't a real one. This is going on in society. Where do you think a lot of the bullying come from? The bullying shit come from hip hop. Because that's where the tough guy shit come from. Acting like you're tough. We got that from the rappers. Acting like a bad boy. What was the name of Diddy record label? Bad boy. See, if you grew up in the 90s, that's what you was called, a bad boy. You was a bad boy. You don't listen. You a bad boy. You talk back. You don't adhere to authority. You a bad boy. See how it's all connected? You see how it's all connected, y'all? Now, you're not called bad boys no more. It went from bad boy to thugs. Tupac Shakur, thugs. Trick Daddy, thugs. I don't know what this world's gonna be, but I know one thing, that this is the life for me, baby, because I'm a thug. Y'all forgot when that came out? That came out when we was young. I'm a thug. Remember in the video, he was waving the American flag. Baby, because I'm a thug. I don't know. This shit affected America. This ain't affect just black people. This affected America. Go back and go back and watch the video, I'm a Thug by Trick Daddy. American flags waving. That was the culture of America. Hip hop. I'm a thug. I'm a gangster. I'm a deleter. I'm a real one on gang, on Paru, on Bloods, on GD, on Hood. How about you say on the devil? Not on Hood, not on Bloods, not on Paru. How about you say on the devil? Because that's who you work for. That's who all you niggas work for. Shaitan, the devil. It ain't on Bloods. On Bloods, I'll send it up in here on Paru. No, on the devil. You getting ready, you threatening to kill your own people and then say on your own people, you getting ready to kill your own people. You see how stupid you sound, nigga? You see how stupid you sound? On GD. So on your own people, you getting ready to kill your own people. You hear how dumb you sound, nigga? How about you say on the devil, I'm getting ready to kill my own people? On the devil. How about y'all start saying that? On the devil. On Shaitan. How about y'all start saying that? Stupid. See how stupid that sound? When you put some sense to it? On GD, I'm about to kill my brothers. Who's GDs? See how stupid you sound? You see how dumb you sound? On y'all, I'm getting ready to kill y'all. How dumb that sound? On the hood, I'm getting ready to shoot the hood up. You common sense. This is why we need a white man to come and tell us to have some fucking common sense. What? Why does a white man gotta come fall out the sky? Oh, it's time for you niggas to have some common sense. Why? Why? That shit don't make sense. On the hood, I'm getting ready to shoot up the hood. We need a white man by the name of Donald Trump to come out the sky and say, hey, you niggas need some common sense. Hey, 1 + 1 ain't 3. Hey, 2 - 2 is 0. Why you killing yourself, dummies? Oh, we need a white man to come tell us that. But we so smart. The God particle, the black gods, the genes of the gods. But we need a white man to come and say, hey, dummies, 2 - 2 is 0. We need a white man to come tell us that. I thought you learned common sense at home from your parents. Why we need a goddamn president to come and say, hey, dummies, hey, look, listen, stupid. You're not going anywhere, asshole. Being tough, being gangster, it's not getting you guys anywhere. You know what you're going to do for us? You're going to fill up our jail systems. See, this is what I respect about Donald Trump, because Donald Trump will come out and say, hey, dummies, you want to keep filling up our jail systems for us? Thanks. That's one thing I like about white dudes. They're pricks like that. I like it because I get it. Y'all get mad because y'all don't, oh, who he think he talking? Relax, nigga. Relax. Use your brain. That's what he's telling you. That's all he's saying. What you getting so mad for? All he's saying is, hey, guys, did you ever consider this? Oh, I don't know that white man. Oh, white man. Shut your dumb ass up. You're dumb. You're dumb. You're dumb. You're dumb. And all the white man does is he try to help you for stop being dumb. Hey, fellas, you need some help? You guys look lost. He trying to help you get back home. Hey, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Stupid niggas. You dumb. You dumb. We still believe that it's about black and white. We dumb. We're dumb. We're dumb. This man trying to help you find your way home. He know you don't live over here. He know you visiting. Hey, you need some help back to where you live? Hey, I know where I'm going. Don't talk to me, white boy. Hey, man, relax. You done made this man piss on himself. Now he ready to call the cops because you just acting irate for nothing. Because you're not used to dealing with people in a humane way. You ain't used to people asking you for help. Hey, guys, do you need help? You ain't used to that. And you get all that hyper emotional, hyper aggression from hip hop. That's where it comes from. Take your hoodie off, little nigga. It's 90 degrees. You're not an NBA young boy. Go sit your ass down somewhere for they give you 99 years. Stupid. Oh, I'm on timing out here. Yeah, you on timing, jail time. They're going to lock your little dumb ass up. That's what they're going to do to you. You on timing, right? Yep, 90 years. You on timing. We got enough time for your ass. You do know numbers don't run out, right, stupid little nigga? You do know numbers don't stop. So if you want some time, we got enough time to give your little dumb ass. You do know that, right? You know there's an infinity 1, infinity 2, infinity 3. We got enough time to give you. Stupid, because you tough. You about that life. We about to see what life you really about. Because see, in jail now, they got these niggas doing runway shows. Y'all think I'm lying? Look it up. Y'all think I'm lying? I showed it on here. Niggas doing fashion shows in jail now. They got y'all niggas turning into women as soon as you hit the compound. Your name is Pocahontas, nigga. That's your name now, tough guy. Come here. You tough, right? Y'all don't see Fleece Johnson running around social media? He's showing these young boys, you go to jail, you're going to run into me, boy. And you run into a nigga like me, ain't no saying no. Ain't you can't tell Fleece Johnson no. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're going to put this Kool-Aid on your lips, nigga. Your name is Cherry Bomb. That's your name now. Your name used to be Bloody Gangster Tech. Now your name is Cherry Bomb. That's your name now. Your name is Cherry Sunday. That's your name now, tough guy. Stupid. Stupid. Trump is declaring war on hip-hop culture. You niggas better wake up. They got enough time for all you little tough niggas. And guess what? And guess what, y'all? You ain't going nowhere with your money, nigga. Where you going with your money? Because before they send you to jail for the rest of your life, they're going to take all your money. What you think they doing to Lil Durk? To all you little niggas who think money is the key to everything. What you think they doing to Lil Durk right now? Taking all his money. What you think they doing to Diddy? Diddy probably working out of a Cash App account. This nigga done so much money. Diddy on Cash App, y'all. This nigga paying his lawyers through Cash App. Y'all think this shit is a game? Okay. All right. Okay. Tell him again, L'Oreal. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Goodbye, Lil Durk. They're going to wrap you up, buddy. You know what they're going to do to Durk? They're going to drain him of so much money. And then when he come out, they're going to get him on something little and smoke his boots. Watch. Watch. That's what they're going to do to little perky old Durkio, Mr. Tough Guy with the blonde dreads. The only gangster I know with blonde dreads. Yeah, Mr. Perkio. They're going to smoke him. They're gonna do him like they doing Young Thug. See, they're going to get Thug. They're going to deep fry him. They wanted to bankrupt them first. See, that's what they do. They bankrupt you. So when they smoke your boots and give your ass Michael Irvin jersey number 81, when they give you 81 years, when they give you Terrell Owens number, you can't pay for no lawyers. You ain't even got enough money to put one on retainer. See, they know how to play. See, the feds come and shut the whole shit down. See, that's what the feds do. They come shut the whole shit down. Everything. What do we do first? They drain the power source. That's why they made sure they took all the Thug money. And then if he violate probation, they'll give his ass 20 years. Oh, this is about race, though. How about the white celebrities didn't get caught doing crime the way the niggas did? We're not going to sit here and act like Ben Roethlisberger didn't do what he did, but Ben Roethlisberger got caught for what he did, and he shut up. See, here's what niggas do. You got a nigga like Shannon Sharp who can't keep his hands off women, but he can't shut up. See, Ben Roethlisberger, he sexually assaulted them women, And he paid the price, and guess what he did? He walked the hall of shame. Black people think because I got money that I'm not ashamed of nothing, and I could still walk around with my chest poked out, even though I like messing with little girls. And then I'ma still be on these networks and have these corporations paying me money, even though I'm on videotape abusing a little girl. A barely legal. I'm beating up a college girl and I'm 60 years old. See, this is how niggas think. Because I got money, it's gonna go away. No, you gotta go away, stupid. Shannon Sharp won't shut up. When he got accused years ago, he wouldn't shut his mouth. Why you think it's all coming back on him now? He won't shut his mouth. Ben Roethlisberger shut his mouth. When Brett Favre got accused of that shit with them women, when he kept flashing himself on them female trainers and getting them to touch on him and shit and offering them money, what happened? Brett took them hits. He shut up. You didn't hear Brett talking about, I wasn't guilty about the, I ain't do nothing. This is the takedown. This is the takedown. You ain't hear him say that. You ain't hear none of them get on the media and say nothing. You didn't hear Skip Bayless get on the media and talk about nothing. A nigga can't keep his mouth shut. They always banking on that from us, that a nigga gonna tell, because a nigga can't shut up. This is a shakedown. This ain't no shakedown, nigga. You forgot they got the video. With you throwing that little girl all around the goddamn room. You forgot, stupid? You forgot they got the goddamn audio call when you threatened to choke the little girl. And you called her a little girl. You said, big black man chokes little white girl. This is hip hop culture. Hip hop culture. Because the little white girl always like the big black man, right? Stupid. You're going to try to play that out in real time. You're a sicko. This is a declaration of war on hip hop culture. All the nigga shit that you thought was cool is all outlawed in society. Twerking in the middle of the street. Throw that ass in the circle. All that outlawed. 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 It's not cool no more. It's not cool to be walking around with dirty ass feet and them dirty ass slippers walking in people's stores. They about to tell you, get out my store. You can't come in here with that. You can't come in here with your goddamn stomach out hanging over your goddamn shorts. Get out my store. They about to outlaw all that behavior. Get out. Go put some clothes on. Walking around here with your goddamn gut out. Like you Lizzo. Get that hip hop nigga shit out of here. Because that's where y'all get that from. Walking around with your stomachs out. Y'all got that from Lizzo. Think I don't know that? Hip hop culture. You got it from Lizzo. Walking around, dragging your feet with your slippers. Where y'all get that from? That's the ghetto hip hop girl from the video. Scratching her hair and twirling the gum in her mouth. Hip hop. It's time to grow up, black folks. Shout out to everyone for tuning into today's show, man. Salute to everyone that's in the building. Shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate everyone for pulling up. If you enjoyed today's show, make sure you support the show. Double tap y'all screens on the way out. Bonnets. There you go, L'Oreal. That's from hip hop. That's just my baby daddy. That's just my baby daddy. Who that is? That's just my baby daddy. Bonnets. Go look at the video. T-Bird is just my baby daddy. Nigga named T-Bird. T-Bird is just my baby daddy. I'm sick and tired, girl. The gender war played out in where? Hip-hop. Baby mama, baby daddy drama. Hip-hop. Your baby mama never liked you. Hip-hop. Megan tells you to hate your baby father. Cardi hates her baby father. Megan tell you to hate all men. Glorilla tell you to be a female pimp. These new girls telling you don't even have children. Don't even like heterosexual men. You don't see this? Salute to everyone for tuning into today's show. Thank you so much, Ms. L'Oreal. If you would like to support the tuition fund, Ms. L'Oreal dropped the links in the chat. It is also on the top of y'all screens. You can support via Cash App at $DS100 Network, at $DS100 Network, or you can support via Venmo at Sheep Stay Sleep TV. But make sure in the memo or the note box, like L'Oreal specified, make sure you put the initials ST. Make sure you put the initials ST for school tuition. Shout out to everyone who has supported thus far. Shout out to everyone. Much love to everyone. Shout out to my lovely lady mods, for coming through today and holding it down. Y'all know how we do over here, man. Salute to everyone. Salute. Shout out to y'all. We will be back tomorrow. Because like I said, y'all, it's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff coming hot off the press because y'all know Diddy getting ready to go to trial. So it's a lot of stuff going on. So we will be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow with another show. Y'all stay tuned. Shout out to everyone. Once again, shout out to my lovely lady Mons for holding it down. Welcome to all the new supporters. I'm y'all host, DS1 Ross. You are tuned in to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to all the visionaries, man. Salute to all the bros, man. Salute. I appreciate y'all. Get down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think of today's show, man. DS1 Ross, Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.